United Nations dispatched their aircraft to unleash a massive nuclear bombardment on Zero One, devastating the nations but failing to wipe out the robotic race as the machines, unlike their former masters, were much less harmed by the radiation and heat. Shortly after, Zero One retaliates by declaring war on the rest of the world. One by one, mankind surrenders each of its territories. As the machines advance onto Eastern Europe, the desperate human leaders seek a solution, codenamed Operation Darkstorm, which covers the sky in a shroud of nanites, blocking out the sun to deprive the machines of solar energy, their primary energy source. Inevitably, it also initiates a worldwide famine and total collapse of the biosphere. Operation Darkstorm commences as hoverpad-powered planes scorch the skies all across the world, while united armies of humankind launch a massive ground offensive against the machines. Using shock and awe tactics, humanity initially has the upper hand because the first waves of attacking machines have become obsolete and outclassed. Soon, legions of new models of machines that appear more like the Sentinels of the films swiftly overrun the human armies. In the final years of the war, the machine armies continue to destroy human defences and conquer the remaining continents. Many humans are forced to relocate underground into the massive waste systems of human megacities to avoid the lethal pathogens the machines unleashed into the air, which possibly leads to the foundation of the first subterranean city of Zion. As the machines have already wiped out most of the human armies above ground through sheer numerical superiority and biological warfare, UN leaders finally surrender. At the United Nations headquarters, the representative of Zero One signs the terms of surrender and states, "Your flesh is a relic, a mere vessel. Hand over your flesh and the new world awaits you. We demand it." Then, the Zero One representative detonates a hidden thermonuclear bomb within itself and destroys the headquarters, New York City, and the last of humanity's leadership. The machines, having won a Pyrrhic victory, turn to the defeated humans and begin repurposing their bioelectric, thermal, and kinetic energy, essentially turning them into batteries and making them an endless energy source for machine society alongside nuclear fusion. With the humans as their new energy source, the collective sedation of humankind is employed to keep the humans down without outright destroying them. To keep their prisoners sedated, the machines create the computer-generated virtual reality of the Matrix, feeding the virtual world into the prisoners' brains and erasing the memories of their former lives. Thus, the first Matrix prototype was made. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you are a Matrix fan and you want to recap all of the information about the trilogy and the games and the AniMatrix and generally everything to do with the Matrix story, then subscribe to Jam Punch because I'm releasing a new video every single week. My name is George, this is Jam Punch, and I'll see you next time.